up in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might rob it. Most say that, baby, they don't.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing, they will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. They were the final two unbeatens in the NFL a season ago. The Pats and Panthers are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the former Patriot. This is Shane Vereen. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Off play action. Newton. And Fasano here brings it in. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Quincy and Noon were the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Second down following the incompletion.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it, trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. That could be a downside of putting together a team in Draft Champions Week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jeremiah Tauchu coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him, everybody, get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Out to the left here to Reed. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time, and it's 3rd and short.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Smith, the man in motion left. In motion right is Smith. Stafford, and Reed with it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go play action here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Third and 2, Stafford. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a fourth down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. It finds Crabtree for the completion. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On first down at Stafford. Smith catches left side. And he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones They find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Well, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Step pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
To throw is Stafford. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Stafford looks to throw again. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Michael Crabtree from 21 yards away. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Now Josh Scobie to attempt the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Kendall Wright, the intended target, and it's 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Throwing is Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Newton, letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Aqib Talib. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw on second down is Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. They go play action here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. From the gun on third down, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And look at this, another fake. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by William Moore. And they will be set up now.